How you doing, guys? I'm Trenius and you're on the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. I really believe that. I really believe divine powers are working for me because I'm always trying to do the right thing. I mean, you're not going to be a perfect person. Just admit it. I mean, you have flaws. We all have problems. Every day, we're never going to be perfect. Every day, we're never going to be perfect. Let me say it one more time. Every day, you are never going to be perfect. But what can you do? Exactly. I think you probably just thought about it. You can get up, go out, and act like it's gonna be perfect. You can treat everybody good. That's why we're on the 1 month Be Nice to People challenge. But wait, guys, hold on, wait. Let me get this right. So right, today is the last day for the 1 month Be Nice to People challenge. See how far we've come already? Wow. So that means in the next couple of hours, we're gonna have to come up with a new challenge. Wow. Give yourself a clap. Give yourself a clap. Please give yourself a clap. Give yourself a pat on the back too, because you just made it through another challenge, guys. And man, I just put it in motion. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. I just put it in motion. You actually did it. You had to go out and be nice to people every single day, and so did I. What did I get from it? Well, I got from it a lot, because when I treated people nice, in return they treated me nice, which in return made me feel more happy and more confident about myself, so I can get through the rest of the day. See, that's what you have to do from time to time in order to live the magical life of infinite possibilities. You have to use your positive energy. You have to put it out there, give it to people, so that way it could be recycled back to you in ways that you might not understand, in divine ways that you might not understand. And it makes you feel more better about yourself, more positive about what you're doing, more positive about your day. And most of the time, that's all we really need in order to succeed. All we really need is a little bit of energy. All we need is a little bit of perspiration. All we need is a little bit of motivation. All we need is somebody to tell us how good we are at what we do. All we need is for somebody to like us, for somebody to love us, in order to begin to think in such a positive mindset that we begin to open the door of opportunities and a magical life of infinite possibilities. See, the trick is you have to train your mind to believe again, like you're supposed to be believing already, that the world and everything in it is already yours. Everything in it is already here. That's why when you see people, sometimes they are very, very abundant. Then you see people over here, they're not as abundant. Then you see people that are very, very rich. Then you see people that live in this type of house. Then you see people that live in this type of house. Then you see people with a full-fledged family. Then you see a single mom over here who takes care of her kids. You see all these different realities that people live, but the world is full of infinite possibilities. You can have anything that you really want in the world. Only thing that you have to do is train your mind and get yourself to believe that it really is yours already. In order to see the magical life, you have to believe that life is magical. You have to believe that divine forces and divine powers are always working for you. You have to believe the bizarre, supernatural, unrealistic stuff that you can't see in order to get the unrealistic stuff that you can't see to actually work for you. That's what spirituality is. So just think, why do you have an imagination? So that you can think on things that are not seen. Then eventually, you will begin to act upon all these thoughts that you think on a regular basis. That's why we do the 1 month Be Nice to People challenge every day of the month, so that it will leak from our conscious mind and go down into our subconscious mind and eventually become a habit. Once the habit is formed, then you begin to act like you're nice to people. Yeah, it's a good thing. So it's good to have a nice habit. Now the bad habits are what we have to deal with. Same thing with the magical life of possibilities. See, when people hear the word magic, some people are trained, programmed, mentally wired to think that the word magic is negative. Oh, this and that. Anything can be turned bad when you use it for bad purposes. But anything is good for you if you use it for good purposes. You could turn a bad situation into a positive situation if you know how to use it. You can eat certain foods. If you don't abuse it, then it becomes something like gluttony. You can drink wine and a little bit of alcohol here and again. If you don't become an alcoholic, you can do anything you want in the world as long as you don't abuse it. to the point where it takes over your mind and it has control over you. So you always want to instill thoughts in your mind about how great life really is, because everything in the world is already rightfully yours. The world is full of different places, full of different settings that you can go and hang out with your family, your friends. You don't always have to be where you are. But until you start to think like that, until you start to think that you can go far away places and see more beautiful faces, you will never go to those places and see those faces. So it starts up here first. Program your mind. Train your mind to say, hey, you know what? These things really are possible. These things really will come to me. I will get exactly what I want. You might sound crazy in the moment. A lot of people won't understand when you start talking like this, when you start thinking like this. A lot of people say you're crazy. A lot of people say that you are evil. A lot of people might say that you are thinking bad things. A lot of people say that you're being unrealistic. But what you're really doing is using your faith and using the power of your mind to work in your life for you. And eventually, over time, you will begin to see all the things that you think in your imagination and in your mind manifest in your life. How do you think I got right here? How do you think I got in front of a camera making videos to thousands of people? Because at one point, I thought about doing it. Then after I thought about doing it so much, after I dwelled on the thought so much, I began to take the necessary steps that it takes in order to put me in this position. And then over time, this is what happened. So you can't tell me that the world is not full of magical, infinite possibilities. It's all in your mind. It starts in your mind. Put your mind to work and you will see the life around you begin to transform as though you're a painter painting on a canvas. Guys, it's real stuff. Okay, so I hope this message resonated with you. I'm Trenius Henderson. It was so hard to explain infinite possibilities. It's so hard to explain stuff you cannot see, but it takes you to believe it in your mind in order for you to understand that it actually works in due time. Thank you for watching the Living Room Network. I'll see you next time.